Today marks the winter solstice, when the Northern Hemisphere experiences the shortest day and the longest night of the year. It is the official start of winter in these parts of the world. Days are going to get colder and it is time to snuggle up inside warm blankets, sipping a cup of hot chocolate. At the same moment, on the other side, south of the equator, experiences the beginning of summer. Australians would be looking in their wardrobes for their best beachwear, whilst we are looking for those thermals to try and cover every inch of our body. So what causes this astronomical behavior on opposite sides of the earth? The earliest people on earth knew that the sun's path across the sky, the length of the daylight, and the location of the sunrise and sunset all shifted in a regular way throughout the year. They built monuments such as the Stonehenge in England and Machu Picchu in Peru to follow the sun's yearly progress. But today, we see the solstice differently. We can picture it from the vantage point of space, and we know that the solstice is an astronomical event. It is caused by the tilt of Earth's axis and by its orbital motion around the sun. Earth doesn't orbit upright. Instead, it is tilted on its axis by 23.5 degrees. Throughout the year, this tilt causes Earth's northern and southern hemisphere to trade places in receiving the sun's light and warmth most directly. It is this tilt, not our distance from the sun, that causes winter and summer. In fact, we are closest to the sun at the beginning of every new year. But we in the northern hemisphere are moving into winter. That is because the northern hemisphere leans farthest away from the sun around this time. This causes winter in the north and summer in the southern hemisphere, as that area is leaning towards the sun. After the December solstice, the days will get longer and the nights shorter in the northern hemisphere, and vice versa in the opposite end of the globe. On two moments each year, what are called as solstices, the Earth's axis is tilted most closely towards the sun. The hemisphere tilted most towards the sun sees its longest day, while the hemisphere tilted away from the sun sees the longest night. We are currently tilted away from the sun. That is, if you are watching this video from any point on the northern hemisphere. Every day, the sun rises somewhere in the east and sets somewhere in the west. Along the way, it passes over an imaginary line called the meridian, running from north to south. At this instant, the position of the sun is at its highest point in the sky. Today, the sun is present directly above the Tropic of Capricorn. That is the southernmost position the sun takes in the entire year. The winter solstice is a day with the shortest period of daylight and longest night of the year, when the sun is at its lowest daily maximum elevation in the sky. So for all those who like to party the longest, tonight is the night. Anyways, by the time you see this video, the sun would have sunk low on your horizon and the longest party of the year might already be underway. But for those folks like me who enjoy a good night's sleep, tonight is the night. Happy solstice all!